Hi everybody, it's Alex here from wpeagle.com, and in this video what we're going to do is create a lead capture page. Basically what that is just a WordPress page with a form on it, and that form is then going to be tracked using Google AdWords, so that any paid search traffic or paid traffic that we send to the site using Google AdWords, if someone fills in a form, we can then track that and relate that back to the keyword campaign, etc. within Google AdWords, which is extremely useful when you're hunting down ROI, when you're spending money on clicks. So let's get on with it. Sorry for the squeaky chair. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is we need to have a page and we need a form. So I've already got this page called sample page on my test site, so that looks as good as any. So let's just have a quick look at that page. So yeah, that's fine. I mean, obviously you'd add your copy, but now we need to add a form to this page so that people can contact us. And basically, generate a lead. So if we go into the dashboard, I've got to open another tab here. What we need is a plugin. Now, I've already installed the plugin. The plugin is called Contact Form 7. So to add that, you would simply click Add New, type in Contact Form 7, and it should be the first or second one that comes up. Click Install. Job's a good one. And it adds this little thing called Contact. So if we go into there, we can see it comes with a form ready to go. Simple subject, your message, and a send. You can customize it. I will probably do a video on this plugin soon on how to add extra fields, but it's not too hard. You can just add extra text fields or whatever you need on your form. You can then set obviously the email, so where the leads come to, and you've got some other messages that pop up when certain things go wrong or right. Most of it you don't need to mess with. The one thing you do need in order to track conversions and track people filling in the form is when people fill in the form, you need them to then be redirected onto a thank you page. The reason for this is that we use the thank you page for the tracking. And basically what we're going to do is on that page we're going to add some code so that when someone comes through from AdWords they get cookied, and then when they end up on our thank you page they've obviously completed the action that we wanted them to do, fill in the form. So therefore that's when we want the code to be, so that fires and we register a conversion. So without too much more chit chat, let's get on with it. So the first thing I need to do is add this form to the page, which is quite straightforward. So I'm just going to copy this piece of code, and then I'm going to go back into my pages, find that sample page that we were just looking at, and then I'm just going to paste this at the bottom of the page. Now, in my experience, landing pages on AdWords do work best if you have a contact form on them, or at least a big call to action of some sort on every page if need be. So let's just have a look at this, and hopefully our form is there. Now, if I just fill in this form and do a quick test, you'll see what I mean in terms of we should probably just stay on this page. Yeah, it just says your message has been sent successfully. That makes it quite tricky to track. So what we'll do is we'll create a new page. That's a new post, a new page, and we'll call it Thanks for Getting in Touch, or just thanks. Let's keep it simple. And then in here we'll call it Thanks for Getting in Touch. We'll call you soon, that kind of thing. And we'll publish that. And we need to remember this URL. In fact, I'm just going to copy it for ease of use. Now, if we go back into our contact form, some plugins have an easier way of doing this. Unfortunately, this one doesn't. You're going to need to add a little bit of code stuff into this additional settings box. Now, I've got it on my other screen here, so I'm just going to read it. It's basically on sent OK : bear with me, location replace. I will post this in the description, and then I'm going to put the URL of our thank you page there, and another one of those speech things, and some brackets and a colon and a thing, and I think that's it. So we'll save that. Now if we go back to the site and go on to our sample page, fill in our form again, blah da da. Yeah. we should end up on our thank you page. Yay, it worked. So that's great. So the final job is to add our conversion code to this page. So what you need to do is you need to get into AdWords, which we'll do now. So I've just Googled AdWords. You know where it is if you're running campaigns. If not, go and set one up. And once you're in your campaign management, you need to go into Tools and Analysis and Conversions. And this is where we're going to generate the code. So new conversion, and obviously it's a lead. Save and continue. You can add, you kind of can set up what it says when someone triggers it, or you can turn it off completely, but you do have to update your privacy policy if you do that, in theory. And so save and continue, and then you need to click I make change to the code, and then it gives you this piece of code which we need to add onto our WordPress site. Now in the past I've had trouble, a lot of people just go into their page and just copy and paste that code into the text box. Now 9 times out of 10 that will work for you, but I've found that sometimes WordPress messes up the code and adds extra characters. So to be sure that your code is correct, I'm going to use a little plugin. So let's go to add new, and it's called the embed code plugin by Creative Clans. You see it's come up there, I think probably because I searched for it before. So here it is. It's called the Creative Clans embed script. So that's the plugin I recommend. I've used it on a number of sites, works well. Activate the plugin. Once that's done, go back to your pages, or the page you want to add, which obviously is our thanks page. I'm going to edit that, and it's added these little boxes here. So you can add code at the beginning of the page or at the end of the page. Now it's recommended the AdWords code is added towards the bottom of the page. So we're going to scoop up all of this, make sure you get it all. I'm doing a Control A, Command A if you've got a Mac to select all. Control C, Command C if you've got a Mac. Control C if you've got a PC to copy. And I'm going to paste that into this box here. And then we're done. So now when someone comes through from my AdWords campaign, fills in my form, ends on this page, that data will be reported back into my Google AdWords. We can just double check the codes here. I'm just going to view the page source, which is going to bring up the entire page's code. But if we scroll to the bottom, which is where we should expect that piece of code, it should be in here somewhere. There it is. See? Perfect. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you've got any questions, post them in the comments, and please subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and visit the website at wpeagle.com. I'll see you soon.